friend. Welcome to the Fruitful Fertility Podcast. Do you want to better understand your body so you can get pregnant naturally? Do you find yourself up late at night Googling how to ovulate on your own or natural fertility tips? Do you feel lost on what your next step should be? Hey, I'm Tori, a registered nurse, Christian fertility coach, and your new TTC BFF. When I started my fertility practice, I realized how much the modern medical system was missing when it came to supporting women trying to get pregnant. I knew God had called me to this space to bridge that gap and provide more natural fertility support and education. With time and a little trial and error, I found a foundational way to assess infertility cases and get better results. In this podcast, you will finally understand how your body and fertility work, support to stay off that emotional roller coaster, and a proven strategy to improve ovulation and increase your fertility naturally. If you're ready to get started, drop those ovulation sticks and grab a pen because, girl, you look fertile to me. I'm going to try really hard not to get too heated today because the fertility clinic is a topic that just gets my blood boiling. It does. I truly, in my heart of hearts, do not believe it's our best option, even though we are told that it is. And so I don't ever want to sound judgmental. If you feel called to go to the fertility clinic, you are using a fertility clinic, you have done IVF, girl, do you. I am not here to change your mind. I just want everyone to know that there are more options, better options, and that is not your only choice. So I already feel like I'm not doing a good job of getting heated. So hang in with me. It's going to be good. Today, we are going to talk about the 6 steps I would take before going to the fertility clinic. So if you are someone listening to this podcast and maybe you're kind of at that point, like your OB is getting ready to send you to the fertility clinic, maybe you've already had your first appointment at the fertility clinic and it's just not feeling right, they're already suggesting IVF and you're feeling a little lost. Or maybe you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, you've only been trying maybe 3 to 6 months and you want help from your OB, but they're making you wait a year and you're like, well, what the heck am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do in this in-between period. So this is going to be beneficial to anyone and everyone, but especially those of you who are like, fertility clinic does not feel like the right path for me. I'm going to give you 6 things you can do before you even consider the fertility clinic, or you never consider the fertility clinic. I think all 6 of these are things that can help you get pregnant without ever stepping foot in the fertility clinic. So first, I want to touch on statistics really quick. I looked this up for a reel I made recently, and just to reinforce that why I think the fertility clinic is not your best option. And so these are the success rates of procedures at the fertility clinic. So an IUI, the success rate for an IUI is 19%. That is 19%. Now, for those of you who've done IUI, how much did that cost you? I actually don't know the pricing of IUI. I'm pretty familiar with IVF, but not really with IUI. How many of those did you have to do before you could even try IVF? It's not cheap, right? And that's a 19% success rate. Now, stepping into IVF, which tends to be anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000, depending on where you live. 20 is kind of the average. $20,000 for IVF, the success rate is only 20 to 35%. 20 to 35% for a $20,000 check. Now that doesn't sound very good, does it? On the other hand, and this is not tooting my own horn, this is the methods that I have used, that other practitioners use, that are just natural methods. My success rate is 55 to 65%. And it costs you a fraction of that. And you can find that with a lot of practitioners. If you want to work with someone in person near you, I'm going to kind of go over who I would actually work with in these 6 steps. But I just want you to know that your chance of getting pregnant naturally is actually bigger, more likely than if you went and had IVF. Those are just really, really eye-opening statistics to me. And I know sometimes when we go the natural route, it can be a little more expensive, right? Because insurance doesn't cover the more natural options. But I want you to know that your investment has a much higher likelihood of success. Literally almost double the likelihood that you will get pregnant from these means. So again, I'm on a tangent. I know, I'm sorry, but I believe in what I teach. I believe in you. I believe in your body's ability to get pregnant, and I want to speak that over you. And I really want to reinforce that more than anything, that you are capable. You are the medicine you need. These natural, simple steps really are effective. You do not need a fertility clinic and IVF. Okay? Okay. Calm down, Tori. Calm down, Tori. Okay, I'm trying. Those are statistics. That didn't help me calm down any. Number one, let's just get into it so I can get off my soapbox. Number one is to not wait a year. Again, if you are going to the OB, they will likely make you wait a year before they will send you to the fertility clinic, which leaves you in limbo of what you can do in the meantime. You do not have to wait a year. And my general rule is that within 3 to 4 months, you're not pregnant, like you're cycle charting, you're timing intercourse, you're ovulating, and you're not pregnant in 3 to 4 months, it's time to get some outside help. And that can look different. I'll touch on that in step 2. But I just want you to know you do not have to wait a year. 3 to 4 months, it's time to get help, get some preparation. And this can keep you from having to wait years and years. Don't wait to get help. I often hear women say like, oh, I'm just getting started, so I don't need help right now. And it's like, maybe that's true. I don't know. Maybe you don't need help, but it never hurts to be proactive to keep you from, you don't want to wait a year to get help. You want to start working on it now, because the changes that we're making and the work we put in kind of have like a 3-month timeline on them, so to speak. Typically, when we're working on something, we will see the results of that hard work in 3 months. That's why a lot of my programs, a lot of the things I teach are 3 months. Boost Your Fertility Blueprint is built on 3 months, 90 days of effort. The HTMA bundle is built on 90 days together, that we work together and balance your minerals, because I think that 3 months, you can really see some big changes if you put in the effort and stay consistent. So don't wait a year. 3 to 4 months, it's time to get help. Okay, number 2, you could see a functional medicine style practitioner. So there's a few different options here. You could see a chiropractor. You could see an acupuncturist. You could see an HTMA expert. Hint, hint, wink, wink. That's me. I would love to help you with your HTMA. I think that's an excellent place to start. My personal favorite. I'm biased, obviously. You could also work with a naturopath that could do hormone testing, blood labs, kind of look at your health from a root cause perspective. That's the difference in functional medicine versus what we call allopathic medicine, which is just kind of our regular Western medicine model. Our regular model waits till you're sick and then gives you medication to help you with your sickness. Functional medicine is more like, let's be proactive, let's get to the root cause so we can heal it without medication. Now, using medication is totally fine. I'm not against medication at all. I just think it's so much more beneficial to start early, find the root cause, and fix it so you don't have to use medication. So that's number 2. You can see a functional medicine style practitioner. I would love to work with you. I'd be honored. There's links in the show notes of how we can work together. You can explore those options and let me know if you have any questions. Just shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll be happy to answer that for you. Number 3 is take the preconception support pack from Parallel for 3 to 6 months minimum. That's, again, that's that 3-month timeline that I'm talking about. And the reason I really love this support pack is, 1, it's high quality, third-party tested. It kind of checks all my quality and cleanliness check marks. It's also super affordable. For everything that you're getting in that one package, you can use my code TORI15 to get a discount. But I believe that what's in this pack is perfect for anybody getting started. Now, I do personally love HTMA, where I can look at exactly what you need based on your mineral status and tweak your supplements a little bit. But for people who are just getting started and just need somewhere to start, that conception support pack has a prenatal, it has an omega-3, and it has extra folate, and a CoQ10, which is really good for egg quality. So you've got some minerals through the prenatal, some minerals and vitamins. You've got some omegas for inflammation. You've got CoQ10 for egg quality. You've got folate for that growing baby that you're about to become pregnant with. So it's just really a great blend and a great place to start. I don't want you scouring the internet, on Reddit, on TikTok, trying to decide what supplements you should be on, because there's a million herbs out there. There's a million supplements, people telling you what worked for them and what's the best thing. I want you to keep it simple. I don't want you to stress about it until you come do an HTMA. I want you to do that preconception support pack that has the ingredients that are like my top recommendations for anybody getting started. I'll link that below in the show notes as well. So that's a great place to start. Number 4 is I would swap to whole foods as much as possible. So we do live in 2025. It's hard not to eat processed foods, and I don't want you to have this fear mongering mentality around processed foods and that they're terrible for you. But what I want you to do is try to swap to whole foods as much as you can. This is going to decrease inflammation in your body, help balance your blood sugars, and really nourish our body. Because when we're looking at fertility, that's what we want to focus on. This is not a punishment. It shouldn't be a strict regimen. It shouldn't feel confining. It should feel nourishing. What can I do to support my body? Oftentimes we feel like our body is working against us and we're just kind of mad, like, oh, this stupid body, why won't she get pregnant? Why is my period irregular? But she's always trying to keep you safe. She's always trying to talk to you and send you signals. Your symptoms are signals. And so I want you to think, how can I nourish her? As if she were your best friend, because really she is. You know, how can I nourish my body? Whole foods with lots of nutrients. And I don't want you to get like super stuck on what foods to eat. Well, what foods should I be eating? You should just be eating whole foods, real foods, less prepackaged foods. That in itself will go a long way. I actually had a client message me yesterday. She's been trying to get pregnant for a while, but she was talking about how even just swapping to healthier foods and raw milk and those kinds of things, she can feel more energy. She has less brain fog. So when you start implementing these steps, you know, keep a little journal, keep a little mental note of how you feel. Like, oh, I do feel a little more energetic. Oh, I do sleep a little bit better. Those are all signs that you're heading in the right direction. So a lot of times, you know, I use the term improve your fertility. And it's like, well, how do you know if you're improving your fertility if you're not actually pregnant? And the answer is in the way you feel. Are you sleeping better? Are you having more consistent bowel movements? Are you having less bloating? Is your skin clearing up? Do you feel less moody? All those are signs that you are improving your fertility and you are on the right track. And you should be very proud of those. Number 5 is to swap to non-toxic products. So this kind of goes in line with the whole foods. We just want to put more nourishing things on our bodies. A lot of our beauty products have fragrance in them and other endocrine disrupting chemicals, which just means there's something in that product that is messing with your hormones. A lot of times they are chemicals that act like estrogen. We call them xenoestrogens. And that makes our body, it just basically means that our body actually thinks it's estrogen. It kind of looks like estrogen, it mimics estrogen. And so now our body thinks we have more estrogen than we do. And now we have, you know, an imbalance of hormones because of that. So we want to cut down on toxic products and start using more natural, non-toxic products. This can be a bit of a rabbit hole. So if you start down this road, I want you to take a deep breath and just, you know, breathe, because it is a lot. So, and if you want somewhere to start that's really easy, just start with your household cleaner and your laundry detergent, because those two things touch everything in your home. But I do, inside Boost Your Fertility Blueprint, I do have my fertility friendly product guide that tells you all the companies I like, what I use, what I have in my own home that are natural, non-toxic products, so that you don't have to try to figure all that out, that you don't have to read 500,000 labels like I have and still continue to do. You can just click a link and order what you need. It makes it super, super simple. And last, number 6 is to enroll in my free Improve Your Fertility Masterclass. This is about a 30-minute video where I'm going to break down kind of what's affecting your fertility, things your doctor, your OB won't tell you, they won't tell you at the fertility clinic, that you can start working on right now to improve your fertility and your chances of getting pregnant. I'm going to give you my 4-step framework, which is what Boost Your Fertility Blueprint is built on, to show you how I kind of tackle all these issues that are causing you issues, that are causing these imbalanced hormones, like non-toxic products, like swapping to whole foods, like what supplements you should be taking. So all those questions you've been Googling, you're searching for on Reddit, TikTok, Google, all the places, I have in this masterclass for you. So that's totally free. I want you to check it out. It's also linked below. So let's recap these really quick. 6 steps I would take before going to the fertility clinic. 1, I would not wait a year. I would get help in 3 to 4 months. I would see a functional medicine style practitioner. This could be a chiropractor, an acupuncturist, an HTMA expert, a naturopath, something like that. I would take the Parallel Preconception Support Pack for a minimum of 3 to 6 months. I would not go buy 500,000 different supplements. I would buy that one pack and stay consistent with it. I would swap to whole foods as much as possible. Don't feel like you can never have processed food. Don't make it the villain. Don't be stressed every time you eat a processed granola bar. You're just going to swap to whole foods as much as possible. Number 5, you're going to swap to non-toxic products as much as possible. So again, this is the 80-20 rule. We are not stressing over every little thing we use, but what we can swap out, we will. And number 6, we're going to enroll that free masterclass to help us get on the right track, to quit spiraling, looking for answers, get off that emotional roller coaster, and find answers to make a actionable plan, a step-by-step plan, so we can improve our fertility. All the links you need are in the show notes. Message me if you have any questions. I'm so glad you're here. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this episode touched your heart or taught you something, I'd be honored if you share it with a friend who could use the information too. And if you want to be the real MVP, then would you also take 30 seconds to tap those 5 stars at the bottom and leave a written review telling me what you're loving? It lights me up to know this podcast is really helping you. Don't forget, you're super cute and super fertile, so meet me back here next week and let's keep chatting and learning together.